I'm Temba Mahari. I'm the Equality and Diversity Inclusion Officer for the Specialist Community Forensic Team. And my role is basically to ensure that we have equitable practices and that we're addressing any sort of inequalities that our service users may face, and ensuring that our processes and policies don't discriminate any protected groups. For me, system change is yeah, so it's an amazing sort of way of thinking, and equality impact assessments I think should be in every organisation. And for many years, I think a lot of it's focused around services rather than individuals. So myself and the psychologist, who are part of a team, have kind of had the discussion around how can we make sure that all our clients on our caseload are not being discriminated in any way, and making sure that health professionals are thinking about any inequalities that they may face throughout their sort of care pathway. So the barrier really was around finding a way and a tool that will encourage health professionals to think about inequalities. So it's assessment, but I like to think as of like a reflection as well. I think that's really important. And it kind of sort of grew from there. And it's not necessarily, the protected characteristics such as race, gender, age. So it's looking at stuff like educational inequalities, social class is an inequality as well. So it's really allowed us to have that space to really reflect and to ensure that our services are fair and equal. It's just about ensuring that we're actually doing our jobs well, but it's a lot deeper than that. I think especially with our clients, they're very complex clients, but identity is such an important thing to them, to everyone really. And if we as a team can be aware of that and have some process in place to ensure that we're always checking our blind spots, because I think naturally in the health industry, we're really focused a lot on risk, and we're focusing on medication and the clinical stuff, but it's also important to have that, to get to know who our clients are, and to make sure that when they're back into the community, they have that support. So I guess the aspiration is we provide a service that every client doesn't have to come back into hospital and is happy and just grows and becomes amazing as they're supposed to be. I felt really supported, and I think it's honestly, I think it's been a journey, and I think system change, I think for me it's about understanding the concept, and I really believe in the idea that you start small and then eventually things just start happening. The power of having system change process in place enables and empowers a certain way of thinking. I've had so much support from Golden Key. Been meeting with Mike, and it's been incredible just speaking to him about having that sounding board. Has been really important. I love it because I really believe everyone's got that blind spots, and it's so important to have that voice and have that sounding board. So yeah, it's been amazing. And we've kind of created our own working group now, and I think that's important about, isn't it? It's about enabling and empowering individuals to take on some responsibility and just share it. I had an amazing conversation with Mike today, just the power of sharing information and learning from each other, and Golden Key have done that very well, so they deserve a lot of brownie points.